Hi, I'm Chef Keith Snow. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make a really cool dish. It's going to be halibut in papillote. And in papillote means in paper. And in this case, it's parchment paper. And parchment paper is available in just about every supermarket in the country. So what you do is you get yourself some parchment paper and you take off more than you think you need. If you see here, on either side of the crease, I've got about 16 inches of parchment paper. So what we want to do is fold it in half, and then we're going to just weigh it down. And now the idea here is to make a heart shape. So you can remember when you were a kid in school cutting out snowflakes, very similar concept. So we want to look here and we want to make a heart shape that we're going to cook our fish and all these wonderful healthy vegetables in. So take a knife, a sharp knife, and what you're going to want to do is carve out a perfect heart shape. Just press down really hard, just like that. And then if you did it right, there's your heart shape. So now that we have that done, let's set this aside and then pay attention to our ingredients. Okay, right here I've got a little saute pan and it's on about a medium heat. We're going to let that warm up. We're going to start out with some beautiful leeks here. And you can see that I cut off the green part of the leek and I just have mostly the white part and a little bit of green. This has been very carefully washed because these are sandy suckers. You want to take out the sand. So now what we'll do is just take our chef's knife and we just want to cut these into rounds. And that should be just about enough. Collect the ones that got away. Now in this pan here, let me move that, we're going to put in our olive oil. And then down with the leeks. And leeks, of course, are a member of the onion family. Beautiful, sweet flavor, a very French thing. And while those are cooking, let's talk about our other ingredients. Right here we've got some gorgeous little grape tomatoes, and those have just been cut in half. And then we have some sweet corn. And the corn and tomatoes go fabulously together. And then we've got some beautiful basil. Those three items there are a perfect marriage. And then our fish here, this is about a 6-ounce halibut fillet. If you can't find halibut, you could use another fish, but I really like the denseness and the firmness of halibut. And lastly, we've got in this bowl some cooked farro. And farro is a very ancient grain. They say that the Roman soldiers way back when would fuel themselves with farro. Don't panic if you can't find it. Another healthy grain might be quinoa or bulgur wheat. So those would be your substitutes if you can't find the farro. So it looks like our leeks are doing just what I want, starting to soften up. So now we're going to go ahead and add in the corn and the tomatoes. And remember, this dish is going to go into a hot oven, so getting it a little head start like this is important, but you don't really need to cook it very long. You want to keep the very fresh flavors. So while that's cooking, let's pay attention real quickly to our basil leaves. We're going to make what the French call a chiffonade. Simply means ribbons. So just stack your basil leaves up and take a sharp knife and slice these into ribbons. Just like that. We'll take these and add them right into the pan and just toss it around. And then we're going to focus on our beautiful heart shape, and we're going to lay it down with the round part of the heart facing us. Just like that. So now our mixture is ready to come off the stove, and what we're going to do is put it right into the same bowl that our cooked farro is in. And just give this a little toss. So now what you want to do is put this in the center of your parchment paper, and remember, we're going to fold it over and seal it, so you want to be a little strategic where you place it, and that's going to be right up along the fold here, but not too far out. So now we're going to take our filling, and this is a beautiful filling, or a little nest for the fish. We'll be very happy on top of this filling. Very healthy stuff, low in fat. So we'll just put that there, and then this can be set aside. And now let's take our piece of halibut, and we're gonna lay it right over, just like that. And this is gonna need just ever so slight touch of kosher salt and pepper as well. And then to keep it moist and make it taste really nice, we have 1 pat of butter. We're gonna take that butter, it's been slightly softened, and just sort of paint it on top of our fish fillet. That way it melts somewhat evenly, something like that. And now we've got to fold this thing up. So what you do, and remember, there's moisture in here, so this is going to steam, so you want this to be tight. So you'll fold over, and then starting, I'm going to twist it so my cameraman can see, starting at the back over here, and these first few folds are very important. You want to start to crimp it, and then you'll fold. Make a crimp and a crease, and you're going to go all the way around the fish, and you want this to be very tight, that way the steam stays inside. I'll turn it again so you can see. So we'll fold it down and make sure that it's well sealed like this. And there, our papillote is ready. What we're going to do is take just a simple sheet pan like this. Let me move my knife. Actually, we'll use the knife and slide under, lift right up. Now this is going to be tucked into a 350-degree preheated oven for about 18 to 20 minutes until it's cooked through. Okay, our fish is now out of the oven. What we're going to do is take a spatula and simply lift it right to our serving plate. And now what you do is you serve it right in the bag like this. And what I like to do is take just some scissors, and you got to be careful because there's steam in there. You don't want to burn yourself, but just clip a little steam hole, and then just take your scissors. You could use a knife if you wanted. And this is a very pretty dish to bring to the table. So what we'll do is we'll just fold this paper underneath, just like that. And there you have the finished dish, halibut in papillote with beautiful vegetables and some farro salad underneath. Give this one a try today.